Hello there and welcome. Today we're going to learn more about the PhpStorm Workshop materials, which can be used to teach yourself more about PhpStorm, the IDE for developing PHP. This video isn't the full workshop, more an introduction to how the materials are structured, which will allow you to work through the workshop at your own pace. In order to complete the workshop, you're going to need a few things. You'll need a fairly up-to-date version of PhpStorm, 2016.1 or newer. You can download a free trial at jetbrains.com/phpstorm for Windows, Linux, or Mac OS X. You'll need a PHP runtime as well. If you already have one installed on your local machine, you can use that just fine. PHP 7 or newer is recommended. If you don't have one, then the workshop ships with a Vagrant box that will let you get up and running as quickly as possible. In order to use that, you'll need Vagrant 1.8 or newer and VirtualBox 5 or newer. They're both available to download and are free. It's also useful to have a Git command line tool installed. The workshop isn't designed to cover every possible usage of PhpStorm, but instead it's designed to give you more of a leg up, a way to work efficiently to make working with PHP in your daily job easier. The workshop contains a number of exercises. They come as a PhpStorm project where each file is a new exercise which may contain code and tips on getting things done. The exercises will reference multiple keyboard shortcuts that make working with PhpStorm much more convenient. The shortcuts are different on each platform, but they can be customized just how you like them. We'll be using the defaults for Linux, Windows, and Mac OS X. The keyboard shortcuts are similar across all the IntelliJ IDEA-based IDEs, so once you know the keyboard shortcuts in PhpStorm, you'll quickly be able to use PyCharm, WebStorm, RubyMine, IntelliJ IDEA, and all the others. A PDF referencing most of these shortcuts is included in the workshop route. So what does the workshop cover? Well, it starts with an introduction to the IDE and then moves on to things like navigation, editing, inspections, live templates, refactoring, and so much more. As we've already said, you're free to progress through the topics at your own pace. It's suggested that you cover each topic one by one in the order provided. So let's fetch the workshop materials. There's a couple of ways we can do this. We can either check out the Git repository, which you'll find on GitHub, or we can get the project using Composer. Let's take a look at how we do this in PhpStorm. We're going to check out the workshop from GitHub. To do this, we click Check Out from Version Control and then Git. Even though we have GitHub available here, using Git allows us to check it out anonymously. Then we need to tell it the URL. You can see here that the URL is github.com/jetbrains/phpstorm-workshop. You can find this URL on the previous slide. And we're going to name it Workshop. Then we can hit clone. You'll see that PhpStorm is pulling this down from GitHub. This can take a while, depending on your connection speed. Once you've downloaded the workshop, if you're using Vagrant, you can use the pre-configured VM by just going to Tools, Vagrant, and Up. This may take a while the first time you do it, as it has to download the VM. Once the Vagrant Up command has finished, you'll have a fully working development environment. If you prefer to use Docker, we also have a workshop for that. Check the README in this workshop for more information. Let's take a look at the structure of the workshop materials. You can see here in the left project pane we can expand the root workshop folder, and then you can see we have the workshop materials here. Each folder relates to a specific topic, and you can see that each folder contains exercises. These files are the individual exercises. Let's do the first exercises. Navigate to something you know. Here you can see what we need to do in the exercise. We need to use the project tool window and the arrow keys to navigate to a file we know. Let's do that now. You can see that was easy, but they get progressively more difficult as you progress. Have you found an error, or do you have something to add? Then why not submit a pull request? Even if you want to create a new exercise for a cool feature you found, we take contributions. Just fork our GitHub repository and submit a pull request. We've already merged some pull requests from people who've had cool ideas. To finish up, here's a list of interesting resources that will also help you to get the best out of PhpStorm. There's a number of interesting videos and webinars online, as well as a growing repository of written tutorials. If you want to stay up to date, follow the blog or follow us on Twitter. Good luck with the exercises, and we'll see you next time.